Welcome students. Today we are going to study the law of DMU, diminishing marginal utility. This law explains economic behavior of rational consumer. It is a common experience that more we have of a commodity, less we desire to have more of it. This fact is expressed by the law of diminishing marginal utility. It is based on one of the most important characteristics of human wants, that a single want taken at a time is fully satiable. The law was first proposed by Mr. Gaussen. So this law is known as Gaussen's first law. However, it was further explained in detail by Professor Alfred Marshall in his book Principle of Economics, published in 1890. According to Marshall, Professor Marshall said, other things remaining constant, the additional benefit which a person derives from a given increase in his stock of a thing diminishes with every increase in the stock that he already has. Dr. Alfred Marshall stated this statement. In simple words, the law explains that marginal utility goes on diminishing with an increase in the successive unit of commodity consumed by consumer. It can be graphically and schedule represented with the help of the schedule and graph. So this schedule shows that as the consumer consumes more and more units of a commodity, the marginal utility goes on diminishing. The sixth means from the first unit to fifth unit, consumer consumes one after another unit of a commodity, then marginal utility goes on diminishes from 10 utils to 2 utils. The sixth unit of commodity X does not give him any additional satisfaction because its marginal utility is 0. The sixth unit is the marginal unit because consumer has to decide now whether to consume it or not. The consumer will not consume seventh unit because it will give negative utility. Negative utils, marginal utility becomes negative or dissatisfaction. It is also called disutility. So the consumer in our example will consume at most 6 units in order to get maximum total satisfaction. He will not consume the seventh one unit even if it is available freely, because it will give him disutility, means minus utility. In our schedule, -2. Marginal, when we plotted this schedule on graph paper, marginal utility is measured on the y-axis and units of X commodity on the x-axis. The MU curve slopes downward from left to right, thereby showing that MU goes on diminishing as the consumer consumes more and more units of X commodity. As the stock increases, marginal utility diminishes, indicating an inverse relationship between marginal utility and stock of commodity or units of commodity. When units of commodity rises, then the marginal utility goes on diminishes. The point where the marginal utility diminishes, the point where the marginal utility curve intersects the x-axis is the point of satisfaction, the point of satiety where mu is 0. At the point total utility at the point total utility is maximum. We already discussed the relationship between the marginal utility and the total utility. Then marginal utility becomes 0, and at this position total utility becomes highest or maximum. So this is the point of satisfaction, maximum satisfaction. At the point of the total utility is maximum if the consumption is extended, means beyond this limit. When consumer try to seventh one unit to consume seventh one unit, then the total utility itself decline, and marginal, because of marginal utility curve goes below the x-axis, cut the x-axis and goes below the x-axis, which shows the dissatisfaction area or a disutility. So this utility means utility will be negative. The total utility increases in the beginning at the progressively diminishing rate, showing diminishing marginal utility. It reveals that the intensity of a commodity decreases as more and more units are consumed. This law explains the common experience of the human being. But the law of DMU is based on certain conditions which are called assumptions of the law of DMU. So first one condition, which is given by Dr. Alfred Marshall, on the basis of this condition, this law does hold good or a true. What are the assumptions or what are the conditions? So first one is the rationality. The law assumes that the behavior of the consumer is normal. He tries to achieve maximum satisfaction. What is the aim of the consumer? He he tries to maximize his satisfaction. So this is the common experience. It is the normal human being's behavior. So rationality is the first one condition which is given by Dr. Alfred Marshall. Then second one is the cardinal measurement. Cardinal measurement means even though utility is a psychological concept, it is a mental feeling which can be measured in utils. But Dr. Alfred Marshall assumes utility can be cardinally or numerically measured. So mathematical operations are easily possible. It is possible to know and compare the utility derived from each unit of a commodity. It helps to understand the law. Then third one condition is the homogeneity. Homogeneity means uniform. This law assumes that unit of a given commodity are homogeneous in nature. Homogeneous, identical in case, size, color, shape, taste, quality, etc. It means units of a commodity consumed by consumer are uniform. Next condition is the continuity. It is assumed that the commodity is consumed in quick succession without any lapse of time, without any gap between the two consecutive units. If considerable time interval exists between the consumption of successive unit, marginal utility will not diminish if there is a time interval. If there is a time interval, marginal utility will not diminish. For example, one mango consumer take one mango in the morning and one mango in the evening may give the same satisfaction. So there is no gap or any lapse of consumption of 2 unit of a commodity. Then next one condition is the constancy. Constancy, this law assumes the income of the consumer, habits, taste, preferences of consumers and price of commodity should remain constant or remain the same. There is no change. The next one condition is the single want. Single want means a given commodity can satisfy only a single want of a person because of utility is a multi-purpose of some goods which satisfy variety of wants. So here it is assumed that commodity is used to satisfy only a single want to experience this law. Next one, assumption or a condition is reasonability. Reasonability, the units of commodity should be a standard or normal size. Normal size. They should neither too big nor too small. For example, a cup of tea should taken in a cup, not in a spoon. Water should taken in a glass of water. Uh, Water should taken in a glass, neither in a bucket or a pot or in a drop. Then next one is a divisibility. The law assumes that the commodity consumed by consumer indivisible so that it can be acquired in a small quantities for quick consumption. And last one is the constant MU of money income. When the consumer spends his income, the utility of the remaining money income is the same at his total income. So this law hold true or applicable only if the above given assumptions are fulfilled. So, board may ask the question on the basis of this topic, what is the law of diminishing marginal utility, or explain the law of DMU with its assumption. Thank you.